Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Monday, and the date is 1st of February 2021. We are learning about what are the changes to the Earth's surface. Yesterday we were talking about two things: how Earth's surface can be changed, by what and what. Who can tell me?
I know.
Miss, I know.
And you are?
Tala.
Yes, Tala.
It's by wind or moving water.
Okay. How by wind and how by moving
I
water?
know.
We took two names
By
of
weathering.
process. Yes. And thank you, Tala. Yes, yeah, Maria.
Weathering and erosion.
Excellent. Weathering and erosion. Please raise your hand. Let me see you. And I want someone to tell me what is weathering and someone else tell me what is erosion.
Miss, can I tell you what is erosion?
Please, guys. In my class, I only have Tyler and Maria. What about others? Yes, Amal.
I know.
Yes, Amal.
Weathering is the process of rock breaking apart. Is called weathering.
Excellent. Very good. So breaking down rocks is weathering. What about erosion? Jenna, do you have any idea about erosion?
Miss, I know.
Haifa. Hi, Haifa. Can you participate with me? Feiruz, Juri, Jenna, Mariana, please, you need to fix your mic.
Okay. I have a mic.
I'm talking to Mariana.
Okay.
Yes, Haifa.
Yeah.
What is...
She fixed her mic.
Really? Okay, can you answer me, please? Mariana?
Yeah.
Can you answer, please? What is erosion? Is it breaking down rocks?
Yes.
No. Weathering is breaking down some rocks. What about erosion?
Is moving rocks.
Excellent. Moving rocks away by wind or water. So moving rocks away by wind or water, we call it erosion. The small pieces of rocks that are been broken, what do we call it? The small pieces of rocks that have been broken, what do I call it? Yes, Tala.
Sediment.
Sediments. And the process of moving them, okay, or the dropping of weathered rock by wind or moving water, what do we call it? This process?
Deposition.
Deposition. Excellent. Deposition can happen not only to rocks, it's also can happen to sand, to leaves, to a lot of things. So deposition is moving something from its original place, all right? Sediments are the small pieces of rocks that are been broken from weathering.
Miss Page,
Also,
what?
you don't need to open the book. I just need you to focus on the screen and participate with me, okay? Now, in 370, you can find blowing the wind. Blowing in the wind, what can do blowing the wind? When the wind blows, it can take away what? Small pieces of rocks. Also, sometimes, Hitting the rocks by wind or rain or something a lot, after very, very long time, it can break it a little part, okay? Break it a little bit slowly, slowly, slowly. Okay, dear. Landforms is a natural land shape or feature. Weathering and erosion by wind change these landforms. It will change it. For example, look at the wall arch over here. Before, there was an arch, but now, after maybe hundreds of years, there are no arch. What happened? What do you think happened over here, Yatalia?
It broke down.
Can you name the process? Over here, the rocks broke down and
Broke the arch.
okay, where did it go? Okay, breaking down rocks. What do I call this process again?
Weathering.
Excellent. So when I ask you what happened to this arch, you will tell me it weathered
It was
away.
weathered.
Yes, and also maybe it was eroded to somewhere else. Is that right?
Yes.
It have been taken to somewhere else. Very good. So weathering and erosion, does it change the Earth's surface, the land shape, or not?
Sometimes.
All the time. Yes, erosion and weathering, they change the land shape. Why? Because they break down and move away. So definitely they're going to change the land shape.
Okay.
Now look at here. Deposition, I told you, it can happen not only to rocks, also to sand. So wind can move away sand from one place to another, and it will cause something called dunes. Look at the dunes over here. Dunes
Yeah, I know
over
the dune.
You know the dunes? Sand dunes
Yeah.
are often found near sandy beaches, but dunes also form far from oceans. The dunes of some deserts span thousands of kilometers. Now, what happens to it? How did it form?
I know how.
Yes, tell me, please. In my
Hundreds
class,
of
I think
years
I only
ago.
teach Talia. Is that right? Girls, I need you to open your cameras and participate with me. You need to. Unless, from where can I get you marks of participation? Yes, Yatala.
So years ago, like hundreds of years ago, the sand formed like every like maybe every year there's a layer of sand comes from the wind, so then it forms a dune after a while.
Excellent, excellent. But really what happens, the wind will sweep up one side of the dune and lift sand from its surface. Then what happens? Gravity will pull the sand down the other slope. See? So it will go with the wind from one side and it will be pulled down from other side by gravity. Then finally you will see dunes. These are the dunes. Can you see them? The lines
Yes.
over here, these are the dunes. They are moved away from one place to another
How?
by wind.
Okay, that's
Wind
cool.
will blow them away and gravity will pull them down. See? Wind will take them from one place to another, but later gravity will pull these to the ground. Okay, what do we call these small pieces of sand that are been moving away? Sediments also. we call it sediments. Not only broken pieces of rocks, we call it sediments. Also, the small pieces of sand that are moving away, we call it sediments. So blowing sediments can also cause changes to other landforms. Remember the statue I told you, when the statue is been hidden by sand and chemicals and other materials, it will erode and weather the statue. So moving sand, it will change landforms. Definitely it will change landforms. Okay, guys, not only moving sands, also ice carving. What is ice carving? Who knows
It's
what
the.
is
Yes,
carved?
I know, I know.
If it's carved by ice, what do I mean? Look at this picture.
Yes, I know, please.
Please, yeah, Amal, can you read over here? Glacier Bay, Alaska.
Glacier Bay, Alaska. And glacier can make grooves in rock. A little bit of ice can weather rock too. Water seeps into tiny cracks and expands.
Very good, yeah, Amal. Just a minute. So as we learned in first period, we were talking about how water from rain, when it comes into small tiny cracks and rocks, after a while, when it's ice, when it freeze, what happens to the water when it freeze? It expands. When it expands, it will break down some rocks and it will make the crack even wider. Is that right?
Yep.
Also, this is what happens to mountains and rocks when it really freezes. What happens? They
It's formed.
expand and crack some rocks. It will break more rocks, and when it melts, it will take it away. So weathering and erosion is happening by ice. That's what we call it, carved by ice. So it will go away with ice. Ice, it will expand. It will break rock. And then what it will do? It will be eroded when it melts. Now, what makes rocks break down from ice? Why? Hi, Maria, tell me. Why rocks will be broken because of ice?
Mm,
Because when ice is formed, it expands. And when it expands, it breaks down the ice. Now you need to think of something. Gravity is doing a very important job over here. What is the job of gravity? It pulls the glaciers from up the mountain down to the ground. That's why it's going steep, very down. It's not moving right and left and up. No, it's going all the way down. Gravity will pull whatever is up to down. Is that right? Do you
yep.
Yes.
understand me? Very good. Very good.
Yep.
All right. Not only ice can shape the land, also waves can shape the land. Can you tell me how waves can shape the land? How
Mm,
waves can shape the land?
I don't know.
Think about the waves. What do they do? Waves. Waves are water.
I
What do
know.
they?
It's like
Just a
They
minute.
move.
Just
They
a minute.
move.
I heard someone said I know. New voice. Who are
Feroz.
you? Fairuz, is that you?
Yes.
Yes, Fairuz, tell me.
Um, I meant that like the waves are like moving.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
like like
Okay.
moving.
When they hit the rock, what do they do? Waves.
I know.
Um,
Miss, I know, please.
No. I need to hear new voices. When it hit the
Withering?
rock. Mm-hmm.
Weather?
Excellent. Weathering. What do you mean by weathering? It will break down
It will break down
the rock.
mm,
Excellent, ya
the rock.
Feroz. I'm
It'll break
very
down the
proud.
rocks and then
Very proud of you. Excellent. It will break down the rock by hitting it over million of times, or after million of years, it will be eroded, taken away after weathering with water. Look at the arch over here, the sea arch. The sea arch forms when waves erode a cave all the way through a narrow cliff. See?
Yeah, you're lagging.
Can you hear me, guys?
Now you
Yeah.
are good.
Okay. Also, as a river gets older, see, everything takes a long time, okay? Everything takes a time. The banks become less steep and the distance across gets wider. Look at the river over here. Why? Because the river will erode everything in its road, okay? It will take away soil, rocks, and whatever comes in its way, and it will get wider, okay? After time. Look at Arizona, United States. The Colorado River slowly carved the Grand Canyon. Okay? This process occurred over millions of years. Over millions of years, this canyon has been shaped. How? Because of river moving all the way between. So it broke down the rocks and eroded all what comes in the way, so it became canyon, and that's why it is very steep. Now guys, how land shapes are formed, by what and what and what, from what
Miss, I
year?
know, I know, I know.
Yes ya Tala, yes ya Tala.
Land scapes, you said?
No, how land forms are shaped. Who shaped the landform?
They're shaped by moving water
Excellent,
and like erosion and weathering. They're
excellent.
shaped by the rocks that move. And
Wind,
then
what about wind and sand?
millions of years they're going to form by sand, rocks, and all those
What
stuff.
about glaciers, guys? Does glaciers shape the land or not? Hi, Maria.
Yes?
Does glaciers shape the land or not? Glaciers.
Yes.
Of course, they shape the land. Glaciers shape the land. Sand and wind will shape the land. Chemicals, moving rocks, moving soil, breaking down them. Remember the things that we circled over here? What are the circled? What we circled over here? We said chemicals and water and rain. They can break down rocks and they can move away.
Gravity.
Yes, gravity. Bravo, ya Amal. Bravo. Clap for your friend. Bravo, you are focused.
Good
Excellent.
job.
Good job. Excellent. So all these are very important to shape the land.
Yep.
Okay, I want you to tell me over here, write how water caused these landforms. Explain how the two causes differ. Sea arch and canyon. Sea arch and canyon. How do they form? They all are by moving water, and moving water can weather or erode rocks away. But how the sea arc are formed and how the canyon is formed. Please, guys, I need new voices. Please.
Miss, please.
No,
I know,
no.
please.
Not Amal and not Tala. Let's see. Should I call by names or you can raise your hand?
Feroz,
Okay, Feroz, tell me.
what is the question?
Sea arc and canyon, how they are been formed. What causes canyon and what causes the sea arc?
Mm,
What goes through the sea arc?
Um,
You can see it over here.
I don't know.
When waves,
About a cave
okay, all the way
all the way a narrow cliff. A narrow
through a narrow cliff. This is how sea arc are formed because of the sea waves. But what about canyon? Hi, tell me, Feroz. Does canyon form with a sea wave or what?
No.
So, from what?
It's as a river gets older, its course may change. The banks become less steep, and the distance across gets wider.
Excellent. See? So, moving river can cause a canyon, and moving sea waves can make a sea arc. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay, guys. Now, soil, we know that soil can be eroded by water, by rivers, by weathering, because weathering can break down the rocks even down there in the soil, and erosion will move away all these soil and rocks. How can we protect the soil? How can we protect the soil? How can we hold on all to the soil and rocks down there? By doing what? By? Hi, Maria, can you try? How can we protect the soil from erosion?
Maybe you can.
Okay, we need roots to hold on the soil and rocks. So what should we do?
Plant.
Excellent. We should plant because planting will protect the soil from what? From erosion. Once you plant so many plants and trees and crops, their roots will hold on to the soil and rock down there, and it will forbid it from erosion, and it will not let it go away with the wind. It will be very difficult for wind and water to move away soil. So how can we protect soil, guys?
Plant.
By planting. Excellent, ya Maria. Excellent. Now, farmers plant different crops at different times to keep soil covered year-round. In yards and small fields, thin crews and lines of trees break the wind. See, it will stand up in the face of the wind, so it will not take away much of things with it. So planting trees, not only from erosion, also from weathering, it will stop weathering, stop wind, to take away sand, soil, and a lot of things. Okay, adding plants to hillsides protect soil from water erosion as well as from wind. So when I ask you guys, what protects soil from erosion and wind or
Miss
weathering?
Alona, please.
Yes, Yatala?
Plants.
Excellent. Planting trees, planting crops, planting whatever you can. Excellent. Very good. Okay, guys,
It's
please.
good that you picked Tyler because she was dying.
Yes, and I am really happy because you are participating, Talia. You deserve a special thing. Thank you very much. And I hope the rest of you can do the same, please. I need to see you guys just like Amal and Talia, and I need to hear you participating. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Fairuz, for trying. I need more, please. We'll see you inshallah tomorrow. Thank you
Bye.
for watching. Bye-bye.